Okay, so today in period 6, we did not quite make it to this last problem. On your notes for today, 7-3, day 1, this earthquake problem, we never got there. So I told them I would put this online tonight. Hopefully you're going to watch this. So just get this down. Maybe this will help you finish your assignment. Period. I'm talking mostly period 6 right now. All right, so if I just quick copy this equation down, this is the equation you're going to be using. It says log of I1 over I2 equals M1 minus M2. Okay, you got to know what everything means here, so let's kind of read this problem. It says in 1995, an earthquake in Mexico registered an 8.0 on the Richter scale. Just so you know, this is the magnitude, 8.0. In 2001, an earthquake of magnitude 6.8 shook Washington State. How many times more intense was the 95 earthquake in Mexico than the 2001 earthquake in Washington? How many more times intense? Was it 5 times more intense, 20 times more intense? That's what you're trying to find out. Okay, use this formula right here to figure out how intense Mexico was compared to Washington. And the way I would work this problem is I go like this. When I compare numbers, I compare the bigger number, I'll just put down a number, 20, compared to the smaller number, 5. How many times greater is 20 than 5? 4 times bigger. Okay, so 20 is 4 times larger than 5, and that's what you're trying to figure out. What was the intensity of Mexico compared to the intensity of Washington? So I'm changing the 1 and the 2 to M and W. Okay, and the formula says take the log of intensity of Mexico compared to intensity of Washington. All I have to do is bring down the magnitude of Mexico, 8.0, subtract the magnitude of Washington, 6.8. And you know that is a total of 1.2. And here it says log of intensity of Mexico compared to the intensity of Washington. Okay. If you look at this equation, it's a log equation. But the definition of log, if I just kind of follow the definition says take the base and raise it to the exponent. The exponent is right here. So the question becomes, what's the base? And because you don't see a base, the base is 10. It's known as the common log. So take 10, raise it to the 1.2 power, because that's what the definition says, and that should give you the comparison of the earthquake in Mexico to the earthquake in Washington. So how many times larger or more intense was it? Well, take your calculator. Punch that in, and whoops, sorry, I lost it. And of course, I don't have my calculator, so I'm going to have to do one of these little numbers. Just hit mine. And I'm sure by now you've probably punched it in, but I don't have one, so give me a second. Okay, here I go. I have to raise 10, take 10 and raise it to the 1.2 power. So I'm going to clear this out. Here I go, 10, raise it to the 1.2 power, and the answer is 15.8. I'll just settle with that, 15.8. Okay, so more or less, when you compare intensity of the Mexico earthquake to the intensity of the Washington earthquake, the Mexico earthquake was 15 times greater. So I'm going to write that out. I'm going to actually write a little sentence to you, okay? The Mexico earthquake was 15.8 times more intense than the Washington earthquake, okay? And this is kind of what you will need to do on your, that's EarthQuake, just so you know. This is what you're going to have to do in your assignment. This is what you'll have to do in your quiz. You'll have to write me a sentence that makes sense. What did the 15.8 stand for? Basically, how many times more intense was the Mexico earthquake than the Washington earthquake, which is big. It's really big. Okay. Hopefully that helps you with your assignment tonight. I think there's probably a couple questions like that. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.